The Ethereum ecosystem is currently undergoing a rapid consolidation into a massive economic community known as the superchain, with Optimism standing at the forefront of this movement. Moving far beyond its origins as a mere scaling tool, Optimism has evolved into the central heart of a global financial revolution, unifying fragmented systems into a single, powerful network of value. We are witnessing the rise of an economic empire, where the world's largest enterprises and financial institutions are converting a shared standard to redefine how wealth moves across the globe. Current market data highlights Optimism's overwhelming dominance, as superchain networks now capture over 61.4% of the entire Layer 2 fee market share. Furthermore, the fact that approximately 13% of all global on-chain crypto transactions are processed through Optimism's technology, Stack confirms that this project has already established itself as the indispensable infrastructure for the next generation of the world economy. Building upon this market leadership, the Optimism Foundation unveiled a historic proposal on January 8, 2026, that fundamentally transforms the economic role of the OP token. This landmark initiative aims to redirect 50% of all incoming superchain sequencer revenue collected from a diverse array of major networks toward a systematic and recurring buyback of OP tokens on the open market. This marks a definitive departure from OP's previous status as a passive governance token, evolving it into a high-performance, value accrual asset directly linked to the growth of the entire ecosystem. For investors, this creates a structural demand loop, where every transaction processed across any chain in the superchain network contributes to the underlying demand for the token. With a governance vote scheduled for January 22, 2026, and the first buyback cycle expected to commence in February, the success of the network is now becoming inextricably tied to the asset's economic value. The immense scale of this economic engine is fueled by a total of 5,868 ETH in accumulated revenue over the past 12 months, which serves as a massive treasury to support these buybacks and future ecosystem growth. The growth of Optimism is further accelerated by an ironclad alliance with global industrial giants. A pivotal moment occurred on January 14, 2026, with the official mainnet launch of Sonium, the proprietary blockchain developed by the Sony Group. By choosing the Optimism technology stack, Sony is bringing its vast empire of gaming, music, and film content onto the superchain, potentially onboarding hundreds of millions of users through platforms like the Line messaging service. Similarly, the rapid expansion of Kraken's Inc. network, which surpassed 500,000 daily transactions in its early phases, adds a surge of liquidity and institutional capital into the ecosystem. When combined with established leaders like Coinbase's Base and Uniswap's Unicane, the superchain becomes a self-reinforcing flywheel, where a massive portion of all decentralized financial activity directly supports the value of the Optimism network. Technological innovation remains the bedrock of this expansion. In the first quarter of 2026, Optimism is set to deploy its interop layer through Superchain Upgrade 16A, a revolutionary advancement that allows assets and messages to move between different networks, as if they were a single chain. The introduction of the ERC 7802 standard enables a process effectively described as teleportation, where tokens are burned on a source chain and instantly minted on a destination chain, eliminating the need for complex bridging or fragmented liquidity pools. This seamless user experience is now extending into the physical world. On January 13, 2026, Optimism announced a major integration with Ingenico, the global payment terminal giant. This partnership enables native stablecoin payments at over 40 million terminals across 120 countries, marking the definitive moment where digital assets become a primary method of real-world commerce. Optimism's reach into real-world assets is equally ambitious, exemplified by the OrthoBridge project, which aims to bring $11 billion in healthcare receivables onto the network. By tokenizing these real-world surgical reimbursements, Optimism is proving that its infrastructure can solve deep-seated liquidity problems in traditional industries. As these massive pools of capital move on-chain, the OP token functions as the core medium of exchange and the primary indicator of this expanding digital territory. The 2026 roadmap, starting with the revenue-sharing vote and continuing through the rollout of advanced interoperability, demonstrates that Optimism is not just making promises, but is executing a clear and methodical vision for global adoption. In conclusion, Optimism has secured its position as the standard-bearer for the future of global finance. Its 61% market share and the unwavering support of corporate titans like Sony and Kraken confirm its exclusive competitive advantage. For those with a long-term vision, the superchain represents the gateway to a unified digital economy where value flows without barriers. At this very moment, the heart of the superchain is beating with the pulse of millions of transactions, building a world of limitless possibility. This revolution is no longer an experiment. It is the birth of a new digital nation, and those who join this journey today will be at the forefront of the greatest economic transformation of our time.